tried going through the thing a couple of times,
Solo?
and yeah,
Ah,
and
shit,
I made it.
nigga.
I made it
Oh,
a couple times, but and I also didn't make it a couple times.
yo, I
Um,
bet that shit was hard as fuck,
yeah.
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was just aggravating because I forgot what happened. You swim through.
Mm-hmm.
You get to that part where you shoot the bots.
Yeah.
Was it trying to be slick, trying to be cool with it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got caught on a reload and the bot shot me, and
Damn.
that was it. I didn't have a quick revive or nothing. I'm like, I don't believe this, man.
Ain't doing
So that
shit.
was it. But that, and then another time, while I'm driving to the spot,
Mm-hmm.
um, I stopped. Oh no, no, no! I was passing a warehouse, because I don't have anything, and I was
Yeah.
passing the that warehouse at the north of the map, So I figured, oh snap, I can just go there. I can definitely get me a backpack, some a two-player vest at least, and cool. And
Yeah.
so I'm in a truck, one of those big giant trucks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I slow down, and excuse me, I slow down, and then and I kind of angled the camera so I could see the warehouse, before I
Mm-hmm.
even got out the truck. And sure enough, I see a scope, flickering. I'm like, oh snap, So I start driving.
Yeah.
Sure enough, bullets are missing the truck and everything like that, And I figured, look, I'll just go ahead and go to the Kochi joint and whatever. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at the map. I see a car moving, and then I can hear them talking. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Where's it going? Where's it going? Or whatever. I jump out. I figure, I can get to the Koshi or whatever. And he's like, he's going to the Koshi. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. God
Yeah,
dang
they
it,
already
dang it, dang
knew.
it.
Nigga,
you know.
what?
And no, now, mind you, before that, I went to the Koshi. You know what I mean? And here's the thing: I went the same route. Went
Uh-huh.
to the Koshi. Somebody met me there.
What?
You know what I mean? Like I'm already at the thing, and I don't know how. I just caught. No, I shot a dude just as I went into it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like before I got to the Koshi door or whatever. This is just that opening in the wall under the
Yeah.
bridge, and I don't know. It's like I heard the guy coming. So of course I got ready. We get into a little shootout. Shot him in the face. Stole his backpack. Ha.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got a large backpack, and I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Went into the Koshi, and that was cool. But another time or whatever, because I'm a little out of order with how all of these things happen. Um, okay, no, the next time, um, I have a backpack or
Mm-hmm.
something. I can't remember. Anyway, but this is when the two dudes, chased me or whatever, and I'm like, okay, about to get into it again. Um, um, okay, these stories are out of order. But anyway,
No, you good.
so I'm ready. I threw a Molotov and I'm shooting and whatever, and they basically they like got me or whatever, and so
Mm-hmm.
they went through my stuff or whatever, and the game ended. Like all I have the option to do is just leave the match, but they're talking to me. They're like, "Hey, you want us to revive you?" Yeah, huh? I say, "Yeah, sure, please." But if we revive you, are you gonna come with us? And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of lying. Like I'm gonna just go to the Koshi or whatever. But, you know what I mean?
Oh shit, yeah.
You just said, okay, well, make the request, and I couldn't make the request. I just couldn't.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I don't know why. It's just giving me the option to leave the match or whatever.
What the
So
fuck?
I'm like, yeah, that's it. So, but another time, it was some folk that saw me going in there. Once again, driving the same route or whatever. I don't know. Maybe because of the time that I went there or whatever. Anyway, um,
That's
same,
crazy.
and of course, I get into a shootout with them. I threw the Molotov, which made them like jump behind the wall. I shot one, cracked the dude's shield,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to. At that time, I had already started the Koshi thing, so I uh, was it hit the button, and then while waiting, you know, while they're distracted or whatever with the Molotov and the fact that I shot the dude and he's probably
Yeah.
plating up or whatever, I was able to hit up on the D-pad and and just enter the Koshi.
Uh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, lit.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, yeah. So it's been interesting, but
Sounds
I was
like
able
it.
to get at least 2 exfils.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but
That's crazy. So the motherfuckers keep running into you when you trying to get in there.
yeah, it's not every time, but
Hmm.
um, I think once again, I think it's the route that I was taking because I was taking
Okay.
that same route that driving through the city and whatnot. And of course, I'm in a vehicle. It's noisy. It's letting people know, oh, somebody's gonna move. And with
Right.
I guess the climate that we're in, where if a crew drives by, you're like, so what? But now it's like if a crew drives by, oh, game time. You know,
Mm-hmm. Like
and
niggas is
so
on it.
yeah,
Bitch ass
um,
niggas.
so it is what it is. I mean, I'm not tripping. But at the same time, I did die a few times in the Koshi, thinking I was Michael Phelps. Um, uh,
Why? You was trying to
you know
go
what I'm
get some
saying?
of that good shit in the other rooms?
Yeah, yeah. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And I'm like, dude, just swim through, go shoot the bots. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then, put on your goggles, shoot more bots, get on the elevator, get out.
Yeah.
It's real simple. But no, I just gotta,
Yeah.
So, but but the last time I went, because I left with some stuff that I still have. I just went right through, no
Mm.
BS, because I'm like, I don't need anything.
Mm.
I got a bunch of whatever. So yeah, I just went right through, shot this person, shot those people, and that was it. Yeah. But anyway, but no, but it's exciting, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that sounds like a good time, but it sounds a little scary at times. Especially when the motherfucking
Yeah.
whole team is hunting your ass just to get the coaching, and you know it's gonna take like 30 seconds or something for it to open up. Yeah, that shit right there is gonna be nerve wracking. It's gonna definitely be nerve wracking, bro. I'm up here
Yeah.
trying to.
But once again, I think it's also just a right take for
Mm-hmm.
attracting attention along the way. Then, well, there you go. And I noticed that um, none of the times that I took a more inconspicuous route
Mm-hmm.
did anybody show up, behind me or whatever. But if I drove something there,
Yeah.
no matter what it was, if I drove something there on the road, then sure enough, somebody, as I'm getting out of the vehicle or as
Mm-hmm.
I'm, just checking the file cabinet, it's like I can hear footsteps or something. I'm like, oh snap, you know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and that's it. But I remember I drove that amphibious vehicle that goes on land and water, and I
Mm-hmm.
drove it across the water. Went right inside, nothing. Um, but another time, I remember I drove a truck, one of big heavy trucks or whatever,
Yeah.
and I think I fell off. I wound up under the bridge with the truck or whatever. I'm like, hey, whatever, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Got out. And then as I was heading in, I just happened to look to the right, and boom, somebody had just dropped off the bridge and was heading in. I'm like, oh,
God damn.
and I downed him, killed him, took his stuff. So it's yeah,
Lit.
you gotta, like anything, just don't attract too much attention.